Hello and welcome to this quick demonstration of the new custom step extract job metadata. Let's jump into this. Okay, here I have opened up one of the example SAS jobs that come with every Viya environment. It's called display macro variable. This job is stored inside of SAS content, which you can see up top here, and this job definition inside of SAS content is structured in several different areas. So when we open this up inside of SAS Studio, we see the SAS code that is contained, we see the HTML form, and we can also look at a preview. Of course, it also has additional metadata around the parameters that can pass into this job or that are expected by this job to successfully run. So we now want to version this, and the best way to do this is of course to separate all these separate distinct content parts and write them to the file system so that we can push them to Git. For this, we have the new custom step extract job metadata. Let's go to shared, and I'm not going to use it inside of a flow because it's a very standalone activity for me. So I will right click the custom step and say open in a tab. Here we now first have to select the job that we want to version, and we have to make sure that it's stored inside of SAS content. So let's open up the Explorer and let's navigate to SAS content, SAS jobs, and let's select this display macro variables job, which you can also see because of this little icon with the gear next to it. Let's hit OK. And now we have to select a target folder where the separate items of content that are stored inside of one SAS jobs will be extracted to. Of course, if you are working on the SAS server and you want to version this into a Git repository, go ahead and you can see them through the Git icon that's specified in the content folder here as well. I will, for just this demonstration, I will create a new folder, which I will call job content. Let's give it a hyphen for the system, and let's select it, hit OK. And now we can run this. And what I'm expecting this to do is to generate different files depending on what type of content is stored within this job. Here we get a quick result, so it tells us, hey, this content is stored where we specified it should be stored, and these 5 files were created for us that document the job and that also help us understand changes that are made to this job over time. Let's quickly look at that folder. As you probably know, you can also add SAS server links to your shortcuts, so that's what I did here. Let's refresh and see our new folder, job content. And here we now see the 5 different files. And if we, for example, double click the SAS file, we get the SAS code of this job. If we double click the txt file, we get all the parameters, the default values, stuff like that specified in here as well. Same goes for the HTML form that can be created and attached to a job, or you can have multiple as well. You can attach a prompt, which is XML based. You can also attach those in here. And then the whole job definition is stored as a JSON file within this. Hope this helps you in your everyday life, and see you next step.